For a while, I've been planning on making a video about promiscuity, and there's a lot of narrative around how promiscuity negatively affects women, and that's true. The more partners someone has, the less happy they are in a long-term relationship or in a marriage, and also the rates of infidelity are much higher with someone who's had more partners. And while these rates might be higher among women, they are also higher among men the more sexual partners they had before marriage. And I think I'm qualified to speak about this because I married my first girlfriend. I lost my virginity on my wedding night. And then, well, I later divorced and I got into pickup and now have had quite a few partners, more than average, let's say. And things are very different. I think when you are very new in knowing someone and you haven't had previous experience, you can really bond with them at a very deep and instinctual level. And for me, that bonded me to the wrong person and made me put up with really bad behavior that I shouldn't have. But I think if I was better at filtering who would have been a better partner, I could have had a very successful, long-term, happy relationship, because I wasn't even thinking about whether I had the best possible partner or not. I was just so happy to have my person. And I'm sure there are some people out there who can have 100 sexual partners and then just suddenly find one person and decide that they're going to be happy with them for the rest of their life. But I think in reality, that's quite unlikely. In reality, it'll be more like getting used to eating at a different restaurant every week, and then all of a sudden you have to eat at the same restaurant for the rest of your life. Many people are going to find that difficult. And what you're doing as a guy, I mean, there are some people who say, oh, a guy should sleep with 50 girls before he gets married or before he settles down. And I think that's really setting yourself up for failure, because the more girls you sleep with, yes, you get more experience with women, but you're also giving your brain more reference points, more comparison points. And it's really unlikely that the woman you marry will be the prettiest, have the biggest boobs, the best butt, or whatever else that you like. And your brain is going to have these comparisons. And so you set yourself up to be less happy because you have more comparisons. And comparison is the thief of joy. So if you really want your relationship to be successful, if you want the most important relationship of your life to be successful, consider the pros and cons before you go sleeping with just about anyone. Because, like I said, maybe it'll work for you and maybe you'll be fine, but for a lot of people, especially those who think deeply, who like to think about their past and think about their future, you're making yourself into someone who's more likely to cheat, more likely to hurt your partner, and less likely to be able to just be happy with what you have, because you're constantly comparing what you have to what you had in the past or what you think you might be able to have in the future. So I hope this video has been helpful to someone. If you liked it, please click like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and thank you very much for joining.